secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them. There's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Purdue's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Watson. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that correctly.
Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Joyner. There he goes! They'll stop him and get him out of bounds at the 21, just short of the red zone, but they turn in the huge play.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Snagged in the middle. It's Watson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Race. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room. these big speeches, you know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Wide out trying to get it in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Purdue! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense has the ball for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get
Ernie on the Jets. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job in the base defense making a play.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal line.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal. You got to turn around, give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Here's the handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Turning it on. There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Boilermakers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Handoff to the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. The Boilermakers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
From the gun, the ground game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll leave it with him. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Wants to throw on third down. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 6 over Oregon. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught behind the line. It's Turner. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Quickly to the tight end. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to throw again. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Trying to burn this defensive back.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Joyner. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Snap from the gun on third down. Using the quick game. It's a seam wide open. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they are going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Gonna look downfield again. They've got the screen set up. Past the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Joyner. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage.
Touchdown, Purdue! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Catch in the middle. It's Turner. And the Nittany Lions will keep this drive going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Ivy. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. Defense might bring the house here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Turner. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going up top again. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. He's at the 40. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. And the quarterback takes a knee in victory formation, and he'll get to do it one more time as the clock winds inside a minute. How much fun was that? mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season.
Welcome to this high-stakes collision, a game here late in the season featuring two teams ranked in the top 25, both looking to move up big time. Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois, the home of the Fighting Illini. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the 24th ranked team, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Will kick this away to start us off. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here we go. You can feel the juice in this building. What a privilege, Kirk, to be part of this rivalry game.
Well, there's nothing like rivalry games. You know, no matter what you've done all year, you get your opportunity to win this game today, and it can change everything.
Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
Movement here from the tight end. There's the handoff. Running with purpose. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package.
Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very...
He's in the clear. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in the year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And the punt heads out of bounds. They're going to spot this very near the goal line. The Boilermakers offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football.
Nice grab. It's Joyner. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
He'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the 1st down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Quick throw to the left side, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? Breaks into the clear. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. It's a toss play to the right. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Watson. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
He's got it near the end zone. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Punt team ready to boot it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Now the handoff. Sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Purdue has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Harris. That play enough for a 1st down. The offense set up at the 43.
What an impressive job here by this quarterback to work through his progressions, had the time to be able to read the defense properly, and then eventually finds the underneath route for a 1st down.
The Boilermakers with 1st and 10 here. They're going to run it. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Watson. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the Boilermakers offense is on the move now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He gets loose. Now here he goes. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue. Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. We've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Illinois sends the offense back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the run, he'll let it go. He makes the grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down, looking to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
On the run, it's Stewart. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Illinois lining up quickly here. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Oh, they trapped him for a sack. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver makes the catch. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And off the bounce, that pump will roll out of bounds. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments, come up with a stop here. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
pat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Looking to pass here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that's a solid return after the interception.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Trying to find room. It's Stewart. As the first down is still going. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already. We're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And the receiver's got it. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. Knocks that one right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Caught over the middle. It's Watson.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Illinois will kick it off to get the second half going. Return starts from inside the 5. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. The passing game's been on fire. Let's see if the defense has made some changes to begin to slow it down. And they get the second half started with their running play. He's in the clear. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you get a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
No gain on the play. First down for the offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They're going to run it here. Runs right over the defender. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the second half, working with a lead.
The shotgun running play call. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Watson. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands, it's Joyner. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the Fighting Illini offense is back out on the field now. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. The quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, what a grab! Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. A great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Screen to the wide receiver. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, the offense rolls the dice with its play call here on 4th down, and the defense rolls the dice as well by bringing the kitchen sink. Demolished the quarterback that time on the blitz.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Chewing clock with the running game. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
And the Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. 1st down and 10 now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The Boilermakers are in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
And it's a kneel down. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.